I was 100% an advocate for trans rights and inclusivity, etc. I believe that people should live however they wanted as long as it didn't hurt anyone. And then I learned a lot. I learned that it was hurting a lot of people, especially children, and that it was impossible for me to look away. And that was that.
That was good. That was amazing, June. Um, and I think you've done really, really well to keep it to the single issue of education and schools.
Thanks. When I tell people what I've learned, they're shocked and thankful that I told them. They also wonder why they didn't know it before. The answer is that no one feels safe to even talk about this, let alone take a stance against it.
It's a major thing you just done.
Well, I believe you guys, so I and on everything else, so I guess I have to trust you on that too. So thank you, I guess. But Saturday in my local park is a huge pride event for children. Activities, all sorts of stuff. So I was telling my therapist about it this morning.
Why do kids need to know this shit? You don't even have sexual feelings till you get in puberty.
Well,
What the fuck?
this is the problem. So she's like, tell me when you're going. My therapist, who can't do anything. She's like, tell me when you're going. I want to go and I want to support you. And I'm like, oh fuck,
Maybe she could go and drag.
exactly. Just wear a mask. Just come and look like Trantifa or whatever, and you'll be fine. Oh, I can't wait till she retires.
I'm so glad we're not in Europe. Yeah, I reckon the push from the EU towards other countries across Europe to accept this LGBTQ
I
crap
love that
has
you
been
say that. I
unbelievable.
love that. Like, I can't get across to people enough that, like, lesbians hate this. Gay people hate this. You know what I mean?
I think I disagree with I want to stay in the European Union, but on that point I agree with you, Spiky. I think it would be a lot worse.
Uh-oh.
Isn't it weird how now, like, because back in the sort of 80s and 90s when people were coming out, it was a big thing. Like, you might get outcast by your friends, your family, and whatever. It was a big risk, yeah. But now it's, perfectly acceptable to say that kind of, like, come out and do all of that thing. Like, I'm
Mhm.
gay, whatever, I'm lesbian.
You
But
don't even
now,
really
like,
have
with
to
no,
anymore. It's
no,
just something you
no, but
tell
with,
them about
yeah, I
yourself.
know. But the thing is, there's no shame about that. And I
Yeah.
just think the parallel, if you parallel that with how scared you were of coming out as gender
Mm.
critical, yeah, it feels like it's kind of been reversed, and I don't know what else to think about that because it was only a fleeting thought just a minute ago, but it just seems like
Well,
to mirror
that's
the two things. It just
It's
seems,
really interesting.
that's
it
kind of
just
why I
seems like,
said like I
hmm.
came out because I genuinely in the middle of it was like I
Yeah,
feel
because
like
that's
I'm
what it
outing
feels
myself.
like. It feels like you have to, like,
Outing
come
myself.
out and it's going to be, you don't know how people are going to react to it. But when you're coming out as gay or lesbian, like nowadays, it's more sort of in your head that you're going to be accepted. People are going to
Yeah.
love you. Like, look at Pride. You're going to be put on the fucking rainbow.
Do you
Yeah,
think
but
it's do you think
coming out as GC, I think is harder than coming
I,
out as gay or lesbian.
I think coming out as GC is harder than coming out as a grown man in a dog mask on all fours, being dragged around by a child. You
I
just
don't
need to ask.
understand. I don't understand how kids today, if they see anything to do with pride, would want to be anywhere near it. Because seriously, if there'd been anything like that when I was a teenager, I'd have been adamant that I was never going to be anything like that, and I probably wouldn't have had to have
Yeah, I
gotten around
know,
to
but a
having my
lot of
first
the
kiss with a
kids, a lot
woman.
of the kids have been indoctrinated into it, and a lot of the kids are getting a lot of attention, and the parents are getting very pushy with it because they've all got Munchausens and want their kids to be troons and stuff. Like, it's a different dynamic. You know what? I've just been thinking about this little space that Nay's doing about lesbian and gay history, right? And realizing that I haven't seen much of the history being talked about, especially in like the last sort of 10 years, when normally it would have been around this time. But the thing is about it that now, when there is something about that history, it's been fucking trunified.
Right, can we move
They're
on
like,
from
oh,
cancer
yeah.
because this is going to get dark again. Don't start, Towley.
Huh?
I says, can we move on from cancer? This is going to get dark again, isn't it?
Yeah, I know. I can't get too dark because this is supposed to be the warm up for Nay's room, isn't it?
Right. So I went into
Yeah.
fucking, I think it was Cara's space, and Abundance was co-hosting, and this guy called Gary, who fucking hates me, this gay guy, um, and some other fucking gay guy, who was pure like, I don't care about your kids. We don't care about your kids. Like, basically went to trans all the kids. Anyway, so I was just chatting to him, and there were people in there talking about how they don't like Pride anymore. It's absolutely disgusting. Now, Cara, he doesn't give me the mic anymore, right? They just basically fucking refuse my requests and all that, pain in the arses. So I eventually got a speaker, and I put a picture in the nest, because they were basically like talking about Pride and talking about how, you know, I think it was Cara that basically said, well, don't fucking take your kids to Pride, kind of thing. And I'm sitting there trying to get a mic, thinking, well, I know in Glasgow that you don't have to be taking your fucking kids to Pride, because, you know, they're charging about the streets in Glasgow during broad fucking daylight. You know, there are fucking children walking about. You'd need to literally keep your children out of the fucking a whole area of Glasgow, right? So I put a picture up of one of these fucking guys at this Pride thing, and he literally, you know, dressed up like one of those dog things with this bondage gear on, right? Absolutely bare bollock naked, with just these leather harness thing on him. A big, massive, massive black fucking dildo butt plug thing coming out his arse, and some sort of contraption on his balls. Don't ask me what, I do not know. And so I put it in the nest, and then I was going to put my hand up to basically say my point and prove it with a picture, but I got removed from the space, so that was that.
Yo, 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 yo. I've got to do my party piece. I've psyched myself up. I'm fully ready. Right, let me get these lyrics. You lot, this is a Towel original. Do not record any of this shit because I am high as shit, and I'm going to do you a little song because I've rewritten this song as an ode to women's being fucking strong and shit. So, June. Right, it's a classic. You lot will all know this. Right, can you all hear me? Let's go. June, count me in.
3, 2, 1, go.
At first I was afraid. I was petrified. Kept thinking I could never... Oh, for fuck's sake, what is this doing? This is the wrong fucking one. Hang on. Right, hang on. Right. That's the weird one.
That's one for the Hooper reels.
Right. Yeah. Right. Let's do another take. Right. Rewind. Yeah, this is a Towel original. June, count me in.
3, 2, 1, go.
At first I felt played. I was horrified. Kept thinking I could never change without you by my side. But then I spent so many nights thinking how it was all wrong. And I grew strong. And I learned how to sing a song. And bro, you're whack. It's not your space. I just walked in to find you here with that bad makeup on your face. I shouldn't have to share with cock. I should have called the damn police. If I'd have known for just 1 second that you'd be a fucking creep. Go on now, go. Walk out the door. Just turn around now, 'cause you can't wank here anymore. Weren't you the one who tried to erase me with your lies? You think I'd crumble? Do you think I'd lay down and die? Oh no, not I. I will not lie. Oh, as long as I know how to know, I know I'll make strides. I got all my life to live, and I got all the truth to give, and I won't lie. I will not lie. Hey, who wants the second verse? Second verse coming through, yeah? It took everything I had not to fall apart. Just kept trying hard to speak the truth that you keep so dark. And I spent oh so many nights just feeling like nobody heard. I used to cry. But now I hold the billboard high and you see me, somebody new. I'm not that chained up little person who listens to you and just so you felt like stomping in and just expect me to then flee. Well, now I'm naming all your falsehoods, for sex is a binary. Go on now, go. Walk out the door. Just turn around now, 'cause you can't wank here anymore, bruv. Weren't you the one who tried to erase me with your lies? Do you think I'd crumble? Do you think I'd lay down and die? Oh, no, not I. I will not lie. Oh, as long as I know how to know, I know I'll make strides. I got all my life to live, and I got all the truth to give, and I won't lie, bruv. No, I won't lie. Yeah? And then there's reprise, and then, you know, whatever there is. But I haven't really finalized it yet. So that was my little fucking effort. It's going to be a banger. Sound of the summer.